So, let's talk about Shadowhunters. So, my last episode review, you obviously, if you watched it, you obviously heard my thoughts on the twist at the end. If you saw the episode, you know that Jace and Clary, they portaled back to Valentine's lair, or whatever you want to call it. It's the underground basement thing, whatever. Um, and they went to the closet. I think that they heard something. I can't even exactly remember, but like they opened it, and like Jace is like, you can see like he's freaking out, and Clary's like, what is it? You know him, and Jace is just like, he's my father. And you see, that's what really it confused me, and to be honest, it kind of irritated me. Like it really made me want to roll my eyes because it's like, you know, I've accepted that there's changes. I've said that so many times. I shouldn't have to say that again, but I have accepted that there's going to be changes, and all the changes that have happened in the show so far, I've been fine with because I've accepted them. But this change, I don't like it. I really don't like it because a central point in at the end of the first book and the next two books, basically a main point for the first part of the Mortal Instruments. I like to call it the first part, which is the first three books, and the second part, which is the other three books afterwards. But it's like one of the central plot points for like the first part of the Mortal Instruments series, and if they're really thinking about changing that in the show, I'm not going to be too pleased. Like, you know, the plot point of Jason Clary possibly being brother and sister, you know, it was a major plot point. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. Like, there was that tension there, and um, just I don't really know how to explain it. Like, there was tension there. They knew that they weren't supposed to, be together because, I mean, obviously they thought they were brother and sister, but, they still had feelings and everything. So it was really them trying to not have those feelings, but, and then that whole thing was it was, I mean, if you thought they were, some people didn't knew that they probably weren't brother and sister, but some people did. I actually thought they were actually at first, but then I kind of got spoiled for it, kind of, so I ended up knowing that they weren't, but still, it was kind of disturbing, but it was still, like, interesting plot point nonetheless. And so, the fact that they might be taking that out just really disappoints me, and it kind of irritates me. Like, so is this guy that's Jace's father in the show? Is he Michael Wayland, or I guess he's Michael Wayland because in the first episode when he was introducing him when Jace was sorry, can't talk, introducing himself to Clary in the first episode, he was like, "I'm Jace Wayland," so obviously he thinks he's a Wayland. Because in the book, in the beginning, he thinks he's a Wayland. But then he finds out that he's Valentine's son. But then eventually, at the end of City of Glass, he finds out that he's not a Morgenstern or a Wayland. He's a Herondale because he's Stephen Herondale's son. Because Stephen Herondale was killed in the war, I think. But, yeah. So, I'm guessing this guy is Michael Wayland, and he's alive, even though Jace saw him die. But in the books, it was Valentine the whole time, but he thought it was Michael Wayland that had raised him, but it was really... Or no, wait, okay, I'm getting my words mixed up. No, okay, I am so sorry, okay. Okay. In the first book, Jace thought that Michael Wayland, in the beginning and for most of the book, until Valentine really comes into the picture, he thought that Michael Wayland was his father and that Valentine killed him because he saw him die in the house, but it was really like a hoax, and Valentine was actually one that had raised him the whole time. And so in the show, did he say if he saw his father die or not? Like, because I think he still thinks that Valentine killed his father, but he's alive. So I'm so confused. Like, so here's my theory. Someone actually said that commented this on one of the Shadowhunter videos. They think that Michael Wayland, the guy, I'm assuming it's Michael Wayland, the guy that Jace claims is his father, is probably actually Valentine, but he's disguised somehow. So Valentine can shapeshift. I did. Could Valentine shapeshift in the books? I can't remember. I don't think so. I don't know, but somehow I think that Valentine might be disguised as Michael Wayland, or again, I'm assuming it's Michael Wayland, but I thought only what like I thought like only well because Lydia Branwell or wait, oh my god, I'm so confused. Because Lydia Branwell shapeshifted herself, but I think it was a rune, wasn't it? Because remember she walked in, she lifted up her she was Valentine, she looked like Valentine, but she like took off the rune or something, and then she became herself. So I'm guessing Valentine could have. That's what Valentine's doing, and he's. It's really Valentine. It's not really Michael Wayland's Valentine, and he's tricking them. That's what I'm guessing. Because I hope that's what it is. Because if it's not, and Jace's father is actually alive, like that's actually his father, that's gonna piss me off. Like, nothing has really pissed me off so far, because I know that they've really, there's been a lot of changes, and it's really just its own thing now. If they change that as well, that plot point as well, I'm gonna be pissed. Seriously, I'm gonna be pissed. They don't need to change that. You know, I mean, I understand that you have to please both, you know, the book fans and the people who haven't read the books. But I think that plot point would probably appeal to people who haven't read the books because it's a major, it's, you know, it's like, oh my god, you know, so what's going to happen now? Like, what are they going to do? What are Jason and Claire going to do now that they know that they're brother and sister? You know, it would be for engaging TV, if not a little bit weird, but it would still be engaging. It was for me in the books. If, again, a little bit weird and a little bit disturbing, but still engaging. But if they really do run with this, that Jace's father is actually alive, and it's like, oh, I thought he was dead, but he's really alive, and they actually run with it, and it doesn't turn out that that's actually Valentine in disguise or something. That's really gonna piss me off. I mean, because they don't need to change that. I mean, at this point, it almost feels like they're changing things just for the sake of changing things. And I don't like that. I really don't like that at all, guys. So, I don't know. I mean, until we find out, I mean, I guess until the finale of season 1, because it has been renewed for season 2, so that's good, but like until the finale, I guess we won't know if it's actually really Jace's father or if it's just some trick by Valentine, so I don't know. For now, I'm very confused and a little irritated, so if it turns out that it's a trick from Valentine, then okay, but like, if it turns out that it's actually Jace's father, I'm gonna be pissed. Like I've said, so I don't know. I know I got a few comments on my last Shadowhunter review. You know, then they kind of agreed. They kind of thought the same thing. So, you know, if you watch this video, what do you think about the whole Jace's father thing in the TV show at the end of the last episode? What do you think? Comment down below, like, subscribe if you want to, and let me know how you feel about this whole thing. So, yeah, but that's it for this video, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace. Have a good night, or day, whatever time of day it is that you're watching this.